Welcome to Dan Osagie YouTube. Comrade Stanley Osagie Iyamu, they talk about maintaining government property, opposition party for Edo State, and Pastor Osagie Ize Iyamu. Enjoy the video.
Call it Basso, now somebody wait for now. You know where this is? It's over 6 o'clock. A great good morning to ever conscious Edo people, Nigerians worldwide. I remain my humble self, your number right activist, Comrade Stanley Osagie Iyamu, Coordinator General Edo Diaspora Connect Worldwide, CEO Stalosadi Enterprise. In fact, the CEO of Oman Edo State. This morning, though very early, actually, I always do my video early in the morning this season because of the fact that our engagement so far for the day is so numerous that even if I choose to take it to in the evening, certainly when I get home by 8, I must sleep by 9 o'clock to wake up by about 11 o'clock and for what? You say you want to do concrete work first.
Wait, now, you will not be that one.
I didn't come to busy with. So I will have to do that, then wake up again by 11, address all messages sent to me, then maybe before 2 o'clock in the midnight I'll be okay, then sleep again from 2 to about 4, wake up from 4 o'clock, prepare myself for the work of the next day, and maybe by 6 o'clock I'm already set. Now, so that's the reason behind my numerous morning video. In fact, why did I have the opportunity to carry out this video this morning is because of the fact that my staffs are still on their way coming, and we agreed to meet ourselves by 6:30. It's already 7:09. So let me just use this opportunity while waiting for them to address key issue in respect to government property. Yes, please share this video. Share this video. The truth of the matter is very simple. In our contemporary society, we look for a way to address problem, fighting for solution, even when the solution is very close to us. It's in our beck and call. First, let's look at maintenance of government property. The word maintenance of government property, as established by the Osagie administration, is so holistic. It is so holistic. If you want to maintain government property, you have to look beyond the micro strategy. Put into consideration the macro strategy. Now, first, our street lights. Before now, there were street lights, and these street lights are still there, despite the fact that some cannot be powered by now as a result of the activities of vandals or drug abuse or drunk drivers who will just be driving after taking much alcohol. You see them jamming either the street light or jamming slabs along the road. Now the point is, how will you secure all these properties from this group of people? Now beyond that, when such property has been attacked or hit by moving vehicle or by vandal, you notice that those vandals takes that particular property to somewhere. Now, if you look at the street light material in itself, they are mainly aluminium. If it is not aluminium, it will be iron. So you do not need to go and be looking for west, north, and south. First, go and look for those who are buying aluminium. Go and look for those who are buying aluminium. It is not about who stole it. It is about where the stealer is taking it to sell. Now, like my brother Orukwe, on a daily basis, always come out to see how we can be able to address problem in respect to government property. Just recently, he discussed about the ions in our roads, those ions, like those designed to cover our public infrastructure, like gutters and the rest. But at the time, you see those things are no longer there. People steal them. So you not expect who steal it to go and steal it and keep it in his house. He's going to look for somebody to sell it to. So if you want to know who is really stealing those property, you must go and look for those who are buying iron condemned. An outside man goes to the house of an individual. He picks aluminium pot. He picks iron. He steals something and take it to somewhere to sell. Like those in Aduawa, you don't need to go far. Go and check those persons who are buying those iron materials from them. Certainly you will see those property there. Now, this is a task for the vigilantes, because we no longer repose confidence on the police. Sorry to say, that is the truth. We no longer repose confidence on the police. When a policeman gets there, instead of he or she to arrest the perpetrators of such crime, you see them telling them, Roger House, Roger House, Roger House. Roger has pushed the economy of our country into the backwards of economic decadence. When there are security challenges, when those who are supposed to man the security architecture of our nation becomes corrupt, it gives room for all sorts of, including adult and juvenile delinquencies. It gives room to a deficient functional society. It gives room for all sorts of criminality and a breakdown of laws and order. When you say breakdown of law and order, it's not about fighting people or shooting gun in the street alone. It involves this little crime that can retrogress the economic development and the prosperity of a state or a nation. If we must address this problem, we must look into those who are buying these things from the stealer. Now, in the law, those who bought and those who steal from those who bought, they have the same crime. And no, they. It is better off for those who are buying from these criminals to come out to explain and to really run to the security agency to say, sorry, to the vigilante, to the DSS, to the army, certainly not the police, because they are going to take pride to forget your issue. Now, it is better for those who are buying this thing to say, hey, somebody somewhere came to say so and so thing to me, and I know that this thing is not appealing to human sense. I am calling on the security agency to investigate Mr. A. At the end of the day, you find out that those things that is being stolen from the site will be available on ground, and it will be recovered, and the perpetrators will be made to pay the full wrath of the law. But as of today, when you arrest a full animal and put it in cell, sorry to say, this is not tribalism. Before you return back to the cell, they must have received a call from higher authority that will pay them their constitutional nuisance in our society. As we speak today, the American man that was killed in the Ahor Road Axis, we've not heard anything in respect to that. In fact, the issue has have been swept into the waste bin of history. I think we should, if we must build a better society, these are the key issues we must put into consideration. Now, what about our electricity infrastructure? First, I do not think that any individual have a right to sell government property. Go to Cook Road, go to Akpabava, you see businessmen selling transformer. It is good. But if a businessman is selling transformer and we notice that our transformers are being vandalized on a daily basis and businessmen are selling it in Akpabava, ask yourself a simple question. Who are those that will buy from the vendors? Now, if there is no way Osagie can go to a transformer and steal, because I'm not a NEPA, I am not an electrician. Those who steal from our transformers, those who go to the transformer to remove the armor cables, those who go to the transformer to remove general infrastructure. Hello? Hey, I go inside. Those who steal goes to the transformer to remove general salient and very important infrastructure from the transformer must look for a way to sell. Certainly, they are going to sell to those who are selling the business. So if you want to recover lost materials in our various transformers across the state, go to Akpabava. You will see them there. Because if, for example, there are no buyers to buy these materials, nobody will steal it. It is because somebody somewhere have said, this is a valuable, bring it to me, I will buy. I will later resell it to the society. Make my money, you will make your money. So if you want to look for those who who actually steals from our transformer do not look at a mere individual. Even if somebody somewhere have AK-47 in your area and you know him to be a thief, he is not the stealer of anything in transformer. Those who steal from the transformer are your neighbors and a well-qualified electrician that is associated with NEPA. It is not all electrician that can go into the transformer to do anything. So when we talk about maintaining public infrastructure, it's an holistic statement that must be looked into properly. First, it must be divided into segments. One, maintenance in respect to ensuring that on a daily basis, our government comes to check either the street light, government have a monitoring team to check the functionality of our transformers, government have a road maintenance agency, government has so on and so forth. Then the second segment is the security mechanism of government. That is where our recent vigilante must come into play. And I am of the opinion, in fact, I'm going to join the vigilantes. Any moment from now, I will join vigilante. And I'm going to make sure that by the power of God Almighty, if I join the vigilante, I'm going to hold the communication segment of the vigilante. The image making of the vigilante, so that we can better reorientate ourselves to achieve success. Because as we speak today in Edo State, the vigilante has been able to show beyond reasonable doubt that the security of architecture of Edo must come from Edo. Today you have different confraternity in the vigilante. They know those who are orchestrating crime in their area. And I love the recommendation made by Emmanuel Aigbogun when he said that when somebody somewhere dies in the name of cultism in an area, go and arrest the zonal head of those cultists in the area. We know them. Our people know them. Go and pick them up. That is a very wise recommendation. When somebody shot somewhere in an area, whether color A, B, C, D, E, F, go to that area and arrest the zonal heads of those zones who are orchestrating occultic activity in that zone. That will help in no small way to check the criminal act in respect to cultism in that area. When a zonal head knows that if anybody dies in this territory in respect to cultism, they are coming for him, believe me, he will do everything humanly possible to make sure that nobody dies, no attack takes place in that environment. I think that is a strategy in itself. Maintaining government property include but not limited to physical infrastructure alone, and it includes both human resources. We have public infrastructure and community-based infrastructure. So if we must ensure maintenance of government property, we must know that this statement is holistic in nature. This statement is very broad in nature. Now, when the vigilantes begin to put security mechanisms in place, because believe me, I am not trying to skyrocket the vigilante beyond what is normal. In fact, when they started from the initial stage, we were the first set of people who questioned the integrity of this set of people. We questioned them, and we tried as much as possible to make sure that we used our platform to place them on the right pedestal. As we speak today, we can authoritatively agree that the issue related to cultism has drastically reduced. And I want to call on governments. We cannot be spending money on a misplaced priorities. We cannot be spending money on a misplaced priority. One of the issues that must be funded is the vigilante. Because as we speak, the vigilante is running itself. The vigilante, they are running themselves. Government must, as a matter of urgency, inject resources into that system. If an average vigilante man, let me tell you the reason why it is difficult for the Western world to be corrupt. We know that the federal government, there is corruption everywhere, it is the truth. Italian police staff say they collect alignment for train station, na normal level. But when the system is strong, when the security architecture is okay, when the funding is there, Believe me, if one vigilante man they receive 200,000 naira in a month, do not to pay him. If a vigilante man is receiving 200,000 naira in a month, you not to pay him. That is one. And secondly, we must ensure that our vigilante, the mistake we made in the Nigerian police never takes place in the vigilante, which is concentrating power on the leadership. Every available vigilante members must be able to speak where necessary to counter any form of injustice within the system. Any form of injustice within the system, every members of the organization should have the prerogative and power to speak against injustice. Like in the case of the police, no policeman have the right to say anything except the order is from the commissioner of police. Even the PRO to the police cannot say anything without consulting the commissioner of police. So if we must allow success to remain in our vigilante, they must be funded and they must be given the opportunity to counter any form of injustice in the system. And the funding must be paid, must be based on individual basis. Not be saying you say we want to raise money now for vigilante, we are paying them, so let's pay to the chairman. The chairman will not be paying to them. No. Everybody must, all members of the vigilante must submit their details to the government, which will now have a general database. Because if you fail to manage the system with a well-organized database, with an orchestrated salary system, with a recognized name boldly written in an archive, the same vigilante will give room to what we call arm race in our society. As of today, we are not seeing light weapons, pump actions in our streets in the name of vigilante, which is fine. But it must remain in the hands of a vigilante and not the hands of an impersonator. I actually went to go and work with a vigilante, a CSO, in one of this community where we did survey. And we have not even finished it. We have started the other survey on Tuesday. We did 2 by 2, 1 by 2, and 100 blocks. 1,000 by 1,000. We are going to complete that any moment from now. Now, when we are interacting, this guy is a CSO and he's a vigilante member. He said there was a day 2 boys came with compassion impersonating vigilante. Those boys never knew that there were languages in the vigilante system that if you are not a member you won't understand. When they now discussed with these persons who claim the vigilante, they noticed that these guys are just armed peddlers. They accosted them, arrested them, and handed them over to the police. So that is a manual means of capturing criminal elements who are impersonating vigilante. But I think we need a well-orchestrated means designed on the basis of a well-managed database system. That if when he comes to say, I am a vigilante, it's a matter of checking the system. How much is it? It will not take us more than 30 to 20 million naira to build a better database system. That is on the basis of government. It will not even be up to. Believe me, if we follow through this track, every other settlement across the country will put into consideration the strategic and unbreakable plan of the Edo State government. It is not all about criticism. It is all about coming up with an idea to move your state forward. You know the work, you know it is what have you said to address the problem in our society? That is what we are looking for right now. And this is what I actually promised everyone from the initial stage, that as soon as the end of the election ends, we will begin to provide solution to problems in the area where we think we can better address problems. So if you are maintaining government property and somebody vandalizes our what's the name of our drainage system, let's say the manhole in every drainage system, you want to get those who steal those things. Go to those who buy iron condemn. You will see it there. When you arrest the man who is buying iron condemn, he must identify those who sold to him. When you want to look for those who stole something from the transformer, go to Apapava. Osagie will not buy anything from transformer. Those who must buy something from transformer are those who sells it. I cannot go and buy something from transformer when I don't sell. If you bring anything in respect to transformer to my house, it's a waste. Not until when I was building my house, I never know what is called retelling wire. I never know what is called retelling wire. But now that I have already built my house, I know that retelling wire is cost. So maybe by tomorrow, somebody now brought a retelling wire, and if I'm a criminal, I will say, ah, shit, or Gangbo is very expensive. Bring it. Then you now have a third-party sales. I will buy from the person. The person I will not go and sell to those who are buying, who are selling in Apapava, which in turn will resell back to the society. So when you are looking for anything that in respect to transformer and the rest, don't go far. Don't go and be investigating. Go and investigate Apapava. It is there. They are there. This is the bitter truth and nothing but the truth. I strongly recommend that the problem we are talking about, no problem that cannot be solved, except if we are playing politics with it. All problem can be solved. All problem can be solved. Now, what I've noticed in Edo State is that we play politics a lot. Sorry, in Africa, not Edo State alone. Now, in the United States of America, after the elections, President Trump emerges as a then. When the interest of America was attacked, the Republican and Democrats rallied around the president to achieve, where's Ebasu? To achieve an aim. But here in Nigeria, even if you do what is right, because of the quest for power, opposition counters it. But don't also forget that the likes of Osagie welcomes opposition. Now, in the Benin parable, he said, a brother and a one egbe. So if you are saying on a daily basis, Osagie is too correct, Osagie is too correct, Osagie is too correct, nobody is saying, Osagie, you dey fuck up. I will be very careful. Because I am not perfect. Why are they not telling me my mistakes? Let me tell you the simple truth. Right from the one. If they never they pursue me, I know they like when person know they pursue me. I like when you they chase me. It they make me learn what I never learn. In the University of Life. I did video. In the University of Life, nobody is a graduate. We all continue to learn. That is why on a daily basis, I continue to remember the fact that I was a Jehovah's Witness, born and brought up. I went to a school called the Theocratic Ministry School, a school of no graduation. A school of no graduation. On a daily basis, we keep learning and learning and learning and learning and learning till you die from the earth. You can never graduate in the Theocratic Ministry School. It is a school of no graduation. In the Theocratic Ministry School, we were taught speech, informative material, and clear understandable. So if peradventure, on a daily basis, you see us Osagie talking, it's not because I went to school. It is because I went to an alma mater. No, it is because I was born and brought up as a Jehovah's Witnesses. It is the truth. I was already fluent before I went into the alma mater. Apart from my private primary and secondary school, I was already fluent before I was taken to an alma mater. When you are born, Jehovah's Witnesses immediately begins to tutor you. Informative material and clear understandable. Volume and pausing. Modulation. So these are speech, we have what we call speech counsel. I do not know what is obtainable now because I'm no longer going. Not because of the fact that it is not the best religion to me. Everybody has their religion. It is because of the fact that I no longer meet up to the standard of the organization. An average Jehovah's Witnesses cannot be behaving like Osagie Ize. In fact, believe me, as I am now, a real Jehovah's Witness cannot be coming out on live video to talk like this. No. But it's just that I have to live my life. So if I am no longer Jehovah's Witnesses, not because of the organization, it's because I failed on my part to meet up to standard. I am not up to standard and I will not want to disgrace them. It is better for me to take my disgrace myself and face my life the way it is. So we really learned something in that organization. As we speak today, my son, my children, my wife, my mom, my sisters, all are Jehovah's Witnesses. But Osagie Ize alone, error, he Jehovah's Witness. Also, Maggie Mamio there. Maggie Mamio there. I don't fear anything for this life apart from poverty. That is why I even fear man not break down again because I not learn from the past breakdown. I see they do the Nema work. Hey, somebody called me this morning from Diaspora. So I'm going to go find time you rest. Find time you take rest. But he may not understand. When people gives you money for a job, and that same person say you tell them say, I am in Calabar taking rest. You go say, oh, you don't carry my money wrong. Osagie don't carry my money wrong. Hey, he said make we pay finish. We will not take Pinina. You don't go stay one side. Where are the work they go? Or let's take an example. After paying for CFO application to me, and you say I should go and do your work for you, or you've paid for survey, you see me for Canada or America, you will conclude. So you will conclude that I stole your money. So people like us now cannot travel to anywhere. If we want to travel to anywhere, if another business they come with us say no, we know that hold on first for now. And for as long as we keep on accepting businesses, we must be here. And you cannot accept business, collect money from someone, and you tell the person you are going to vacation. Are you government? So these are the reasons. So let us not digress. If we want a better society for us all, these are the little things we must touch. Solutions are there in everywhere. Let's move. So that is the point. Let us start to build a better society. Now, this is a message to opposition party. One thing I would like to salute Ize Iyamu about is this. Forget the fact that he has been losing elections. But one thing about Ize Iyamu is, after the election, you will never hear Ize Iyamu say anything. He gives government opportunity to concentrate. That when the election is coming and he wants to run, or his party wants to run, and he wants to give support, he will begin to itemize areas where he believes government are fall short of expectation. Whereas other brave politicians will be saying, government, oh, government. It's not as if they have solutions. They are bringing problems to distract governments. That is the only quality I like about Ize Iyamu. Election is over. He focused in his life, with his life, face his life, and begin to do all that is. You could recall in the last election where he lost to our governor, not this immediate last one. After the Supreme Court issue, he went into hiding. Sorry for using the word hiding. Then when the election is coming out again, but the only issue I'm having with him is that all the sharing of food, all the assistance always come up during election. One would have expected them to start all this. The eating of corn on the road always come up during elections. Immediately after the election, a war. So that is the only issues. When election is over, the government of Edo State, for an example, is not a Sakwonokwodi's government. It is our government, whether ABGA, PDP, APC. When you have idea and idiosyncrasy that can move Edo forward, bring it out, don't keep it. Don't keep it because you want your government to come before you start executing. Write an official correspondence to the governor in respect to the issue you can address. Osagie cannot come out to say, it not work for us. Now, you want the work on the sea. No. Fight for yourself. Fight for your society. It is your government. We work collectively to bring in the government. Some people will say, no. I have repeatedly said this. People who spend money through me are so numerous to be mentioned to run these elections. In fact, I just be like person where they use rope till they open the mouth. People who were talking were those in the diaspora. When they talk, hey, Osagie, let's vote for him. Hey, those in the diaspora were talking through me. Not me, myself. I went to so and so place to share something for people. Take this apron, take this one. And those in the diaspora gave it to me. I will not lie to you. I did not spend my own money. So I cannot come here now to take the grace to say, I did it. No. I did not. We collectively did it. I came out with manpower, forces, both those who follows me on ground. That was why somebody called me during my birthday celebration. He said, Sakwono, whether you're going to do your birthday for Ubayi or you, come to town, we're going to last on one place, we say GROA. I said, I don't understand you. GROA. Make me go relax. My brother, I deal with my people from my zone. I am a grassroots. Yesterday, something happened to a friend. He called me. I know the around that time. Now, before I take call for Ubayi, Mona goes so place where they happen. Immediately, in the next 30 minutes, report called to me saying they don't solve that matter. I may not have money. But you see, that ties with my soul, that chain, I will not break it. That's why I always pray to God. May God not allow me know the kind of amount of resources that I will get. Then tomorrow I will say, this one will not get level. That one will not reach. This one will not reach. And make God continue to give me the kind of mind when I get to. I don't envy people. Sorry, I envy. I have proper jealousy. I have proper jealousy. When you are doing what I cannot do, hello, where you? I am at the come. Sam, you use that. My wife will give you that other motor key. Let me drop there for store. Eh? Okay, you drive your car home. Okay, you carry it. You carry it. And they come now. I'll let tell you something. Wait first. Those are. So that is the point. If we want to move forward, if we want development, if we want peace of mind, we must do what is right. I don't envy people. I only have proper jealousy, not improper one. When you do wetin I no fit do, and I say that thing you do one way, I will come and learn. I will come and learn. I know it all say, hey, not be that time. If you see the real one way past that one, you go know say this one you not do. Whether I cannot even do half. No, I will beg you to teach me. Maybe at the end of the day, I will learn beyond what is expected. The pain, I have one, Ehinome Asle, is a staunch supporter of the EPM, not even APC. He has been in this comment section, fighting and fighting and fighting. Bro, election is over. You cannot say, now let me quickly use this as an opportunity to enlighten us. The only issue I cannot counter here is after 6 months of election, we've not been able to get those who will pilot the affair, commissioners and the rest. Beyond that, and which I know that it is as a result of political reasons, the governor came with his own men to a party who assisted in ensuring that the governor returns. So the government, there must be harmonization. The governor must look into the activities of the party first, and at the same time his followers, so that all will be all encompassing. So that is the issue in respect to our problem. Beyond that, every other thing is going on smoothly. How do you expect a government of 4 years? You are already bringing out results. Exam my egg result in my area. Exam my egg result I hear. So you wait. Take. I beg you all. So for those who are in the opposition, you are only doing all that. Sorry to say, I'm not supposed to be identifying you as an opposition, but when you act as one, I will call you one. This is the time to focus on development of Edo. Forget about your politics and the political reason. Your brother, your friend must not be governor. Some persons have been saying, why you never thought you want to contest for any position? My brother, I have contested 3 elections. I won in the 3 elections. I won in my school. I won in my permanence to be vice chairman of my community. I want to be the vice chairman of the community. That is the 3 elections. I was the special ambassador to United Nations in my school days. And in all these positions, I never signify interest to say I want to run. People call on me to run. I will not begin to drag. I want to make me this one. No, I can be here. I will not be in any position. No problem. But let us do what is right and achieve success. Now they say we need light. My brother here, Efos, said we need light. Efos, you are right. We need light. Hello, babe. Let me call my wife. We need light in Edo State. But when you are saying we need light, channel it properly. We need light, and see who have a responsibility to provide light in Nigeria is the federal government. Nigerian government has spent over 58 billion since 1990 date for power. As we speak, no light. If you continue to ask the governor of Edo State to give you light, you are playing politics. What you can ask Edo State government to give you is street light. And as we speak today, Osiamo is powering all offices. That we expect the governor of Edo State now to channel the Osiamo power plant to power street light. That is the call we are making now. But if you are expecting the governor of Edo State to go and light up your house, you are fighting for street light in the street, but you have no light in your house. Instead of you to raise the issue, you are playing politics based on opposition politics. 6 months after the 6 months after the elections, you are already waiting, looking for a result for 4 years. Is it so? Let's stop playing politics. It's me, your brother, your friend, getting set for my Leguke job right now. I'm Osagie Ize Iyamu. Have a lovely day, and I pray to God to replenish all your pockets. Because as the CFO man in Edo State, as you rightfully call, if you get money, then you buy land. If you buy land, I will survey. If I survey, I go chop. If I chop, I submit your CFO application. As I dey bring your CFO to you, you dey say, oh, Sakweno, what do we try? Take another Kalumba. Na Kalumba. Now also, thank you very much, Amu Sakweno. Babe, bring my phone. See, my phone at that level. Everything. Then you lock everywhere up. Who want come out? Thank you very much. It's me, your brother, your friend, your loyalist, Comrade Stanley Osagie Ize Iyamu. If peradventure my actions or my statements in the course of our discussion offends you, please, I have no intention to offend you. I only express my opinion in respect to what we are supposed to do, and I discussed broadly. So if peradventure my statement offends you, forgive me. It's just an interaction. That wasn't my intention. Thank you very much, and bye for now.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Stanley Osagie Ize Iyamu. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Edo State. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.